everybody. It's Monday, September 15th. It's Keith.
And it's Mav.
And we're found again. How is everybody doing today?
Hopefully well. It is Monday.
That's the bad thing. You have a good week ahead of you. So you're pretty much done for the week already.
Besides a half day tomorrow. Yes.
Yep.
But
you're
yeah.
Going to see the mouse.
Yes. The House of the Mouse.
House of the Mouse. And there's also a Lego store down there. So
yeah, actually, it's pretty good. I have my son's already down there. Work commitments kept me up here for a little later. I'm gonna meet them up tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
Well, so you get kicking off the Halloween season. So obviously Disney started that probably a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
Mickey's Not So Scary will be tomorrow night.
Okay. All right. And then parks the rest of the week?
I'm just there.
You're just there. You're just support.
I'm just the money support.
Wallet and support.
Nah, I don't know what we have planned. It's kind of whatever the kids want to do.
Yeah.
We're just
Did all the kids go?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Right. Soccer season is in and
that's right.
high honors, so it's junior year. So
yeah, makes sense. Okay. All right. Well, that's give some one-on-one time. So, well, 2-on-1 time, but
yeah, it'll be good. It'll be definitely fun. I'm curious to see the Lego store. Check out the Pab.
No, you've been down there before.
I've been down there before. It changes. So
Yep.
I did hear from my son that everybody was oohing and on over the Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. That's
Black Pearl.
Yeah, the Black Pearl.
The Black Pearl.
Yeah. It just can't. Just too much of a mouthful.
Yeah, the Black Pearl. Man, I'm really bummed. I was just going to ask you something, and it just went right out the window. Okay. Anyways,
how was your weekend? I should say.
Good.
At the airport, right?
Yeah, I was out at the Pittsburgh International Airport. So they've been building the new terminal for the past few years. So the lug got invited out. This past weekend was the friends and family open house. So all the workers got to bring friends and family, obviously. But then we got to see the airport inside. It looks really good. Thought they were going to be a little bit closer to completion at this point, because I originally thought they were supposed to be open by now, or at least by October. But I mean, all the structural stuff's done, so it's just like, the pretty stuff. But yeah, that was kind of cool to be set up in an airport before or for the first time. Obviously, you don't really think of Lego and airport other than a Lego store or one of those vending machines.
The city airplane.
Yeah.
Lego City airplane.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. It was kind of a cool thing for me to think about, like any of the airports that have Lego stores like that. It'd kind of be a cool attraction to bring like the local login and do like a live build or something like that. Yeah. But unfortunately, we don't have a Lego store in Pittsburgh. I think we'll have just our little vending machine as a lot of places have. But yeah, kind of cool doing Lego in places that you don't really think about doing Lego, like an airport or something like that. It's just kind of out of the norm. But yeah, other than that, that was pretty much about it. So
you get any building done this weekend?
No.
That's a quick answer. Yeah.
Actually, I did get a little bit of building done, but not what you would expect. I was invited to be a guest on Bryce's YouTube channel yesterday.
Wait, the Brick Bear?
Yes, the Brick Bear. Yes. Wow. So we had a build challenge yesterday. So that was kind of fun. That video is up on his page now. So shameless plug for people to go check that out. It was fun. So that was the only building I got done this weekend. Don't really seem to be getting too much done with much of any building lately, but
I feel like it comes in waves. There's
it
times,
does.
obviously,
Yeah. Yep.
life kinda gets in the way of the hobby, but
Yeah. I'm
it
not
is
gonna lie. If it wasn't for that charity event we had, um, probably wouldn't have had a lot of building done this summer. I think the fall, winter tends to be more popular because we're stuck inside, but I
I
don't know.
definitely agree on that because it feels like we do a lot more, in the winter building. That's
Mhm.
why I'm, like, trying to get sets in line because like, you get more weeks or that's normally when I take a lot of the vacation
Yeah,
or
me too.
days, or it depends on how the holidays line up where you get you know,
Mhm. Yep.
so
Yep.
get a lot of
I think you and I were talking about this. The way Christmas lines up this year, it lines up pretty well for those that save their vacation time combined with the holiday time.
well, for me, it's even better because normally it's Monday through Thursday
Oh yeah.
nowadays,
Yep.
so I get Fridays off, so it's on Wednesday into Thursday because you got Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. So it's basically Monday, Tuesday. You take Monday, Tuesday off, you get the whole week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Um, yes, Frank, I actually did pick those up the other day to so I could get my Genesis controller. I did go and grab those Harry Potters, so I will be starting those soon, building all the brick heads. I want to get my stands set up first, which means I have to build something, and then I'll start building those. So, everything just keeps getting pushed. One day, maybe when I retire, I'll be able to finally build. So,
yeah,
30 years later, if that.
just keep adding a pile so you never have to go out and build or buy a set. Yeah, obviously, new sets that come out, but you'll just have this huge backlog
Yeah,
of stuff, and you'll
yeah.
be like, "Do not touch till retired."
Well, I mean, see, just for example here, I mean, I started the Skyline, geez, maybe a month or so ago, and it's just,
Your fingers hurt.
yeah. I mean, I love the end product, but this Technic stuff, man. I mean, it's a lot, and then it kind of like it overwhelms you. And I was watching at the airport, one of the lug members, he was building the uh, what I can't remember. That's the airplane with the space shuttle on top of it.
Yep.
Um, and there's just like so many small pieces within that build that he was just like, this isn't necessary. Like you could have like put bigger pieces to make it work, but it's an 18 plus set.
There's
So
a lot of builds like that though lately.
yeah,
Even the Creator 3-in-1s,
yeah,
there's a lot of smaller build pieces just to make like an arm or like if
mhm,
it's the dragon, right? The
yep.
the 3-in-1 dragon.
So you bring this up. This is actually a really nice segue into tonight's topic because I feel bad. I don't know who I'm supposed to give credit to because I forget where I saw it. But we're going to segue into that with what you just said, with the number of pieces in a set. And tonight's topic, obviously, it's about where the cost of Legos going, the price tags, etc. And what you just said, I saw this somewhere, and again, I forget. I apologize to whoever brought this topic up. Um, but the number of pieces in a set, if you look at the pieces, there are numerous occasions where you see stack three plates together, but
Which
we
is
all know
equals a brick.
three plates equals a brick. So that three, you've now added two extra pieces just in that one piece. So I know a lot of people, well, it seems like the price per piece has kind of, we're starting to shift away from people caring about price per piece because otherwise the Death Star and the Christmas tree would be justifiable. Um, so it seems like we're moving away from that. But do you think, again, there must be a reason why, but what are your thoughts on piece inflation based off of you could do this over this?
Peaceflation. Is that an
Peaceflation. Peacegate.
peaceflation?
It's Peacegate. Peaceflation.
Ah, I'd have to do more digging into that to see if the pieces themselves like, just take a particular piece and see over the course of, like, 5 years. how much it's really changed or influxed,
Mhm,
right? Obviously, the molding process doesn't change. The material cost might go up,
mhm.
right? So there is production side and
Yep,
manufacturing side that kind of people know it's there, but it gets overlooked in the
mhm,
grand scheme of things. We're basically here's the finished product. What's the price?
yep,
And how am I like? Is it good enough to pay that price or justifiable? But they don't also look back into like, well, did the vendor that gives them their plastics for their molding, did it go up for that month or so? I don't know. There's always built-in margins and costs
mhm.
into it. So
Yeah.
I really don't know how to answer if it's really gone up or it does the price. I'd have to look up what the price of uh let's just say 2x6 brick, right?
Mhm.
A 2x6 brick. It's if you did three plates, three 2x6 plates, do they equal
Let's go look.
or three? I'm sorry, three 2x6 plates.
Let's go look. Because now you have me. Because you know,
Yeah, you're throwing
let's
out
just
like
let's just do this
we
here.
want to fact check. I can't go off the
Yeah,
cusp and say yes or no, but
let's
I do
just do this.
I do know there's a lot of dynamic that goes around.
Well, and see, that's the thing. Like as an individual, you can go to the store and you can see the end price. And you can be like, why is that so expensive? Now, obviously, there are people, you with manufacturing, me in insurance. We can look at things differently, and we can see like because we deal with it, we know there are several processes amongst the process to get that end product from thought or idea to a set to packaged to shipped to put on the shelf. Now, again, everybody can look at it and be like, yeah, well, Lego just put out their financials and they made what, 3 billion profit, whatever it was. So we don't care about any of that stuff. Well, you kind of have to because um, y- regardless of how much money Lego made, there's still costs involved with
But is
everything.
that when they release that? Is that the I I never really took a good look, but is that the actual take home profit or is that just the profit of the company for that year? And then you have to deduct
Yeah,
like the cost. Like what is
yeah,
their actual take home? Like if
yeah.
that's their take home, then yeah, I think you got a point with that. But if it's just the overall yearly uh, pull without the breakdown of what it costs to manufacture or market or R&D and all that other stuff. So
All right. So again, just random example here. So we're gonna go with two by twos.
two by twos,
So in this case,
trans purple. Look at that.
I actually have some of those. So I got 20 cents for however many of those. So if you look at this, two by two brick, anywhere from 11 cents to 13 cents. Okay. Two by two plate, 9 cents.
Yeah. So yeah,
So you're at 27 cents now for three plates, which equals one brick. So you've automatically essentially doubled your cost just by doing stuff like that.
but
Um,
is it like when you when you go to the store and you buy in bulk.
mhm,
So if instead of buying one, if you buy six, it's
mhm,
the set price.
mhm.
Do you think they do that because maybe that piece only cost them, let's just say 2 cents to make or 1 cent to make?
Yeah. Now, and that's what I was gonna say. So there's always two or more sides to things. So just because you go to pick a brick doesn't necessarily reflect the cost of how things get
Because
put into a
that's
set.
not Lego's cost. That's
No.
Lego saying, "Hey, you want a individual piece? It's 9 cents." And you got to
Yeah.
remember that 9 cents that they're selling, they make a margin off of that.
Mhm. Yep.
Whatever their point is for the margin, you know, if
Yeah.
it's 50, I know most companies want like a 20
Mhm.
plus margin on it.
Mhm.
So,
So Yeah, so obviously this is end user cost, gonna be much different than the actual book number to what it would cost Lego. So, I mean, regardless, you're looking at just point looking at these 1 by 2s. You're looking at, just say on the low end, 2 to 3 cents difference. So to them, I would say there's probably nothing to maybe a cent difference, in the manufacturing cost. I don't know that for sure, but I mean, I would assume it would be something small. However, you're still inflating the price count, or the piece count, by having these kind of correlations. Um, so when somebody is trying to do a price per piece ratio, it might not actually be truly that easy to calculate if there was an opportunity for stuff like this to be changed. So
Well,
a
it's
brick
because
compared to 3 plates.
I think Lego doesn't use a price per piece in probably in their formulation. They just like
Oh, no. No.
they're just like, what's the cost it takes us just to make this whole set? What's the
Yeah.
cost?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what our cost is. Then they put the margin off the entire set. I don't know if they go individual piece by piece. That's why I don't know if
No.
price per piece works. I think that's a way that we justify purchasing the set, meaning
Mhm.
like the consumer.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
that one that deserves to be shown on the screen here. Price per piece is like BMI. BMI is one of the worst things. Body mass index. For those
Yep.
who don't know what we're talking about, very plays no accountability to any life factors. It's just it's a number. You come up with it, and that's what you're supposed to be. It's not how life works. Um, yeah, no, so I would definitely say Lego definitely does not go by price per piece. The only reason I know about price per piece is because when I got into this, that was tossed around all the time, and that was like a huge determining factor a couple years ago.
I mean, it's we do talk about it, and the reason why we talk about price per piece or price per part, however you want to state it, is it gives us a basis to see if it's of value for us to purchase the set.
Mhm.
Okay, because if we go a brick a brick, right, and that piece is 21 cents, right, and you take the average cost of your pieces in the set, you break it down, oh, it's 9 cents per piece, then it looks pretty good because if you bought those pieces individually, you know you're paying more.
Yeah.
That's just how it is because if you can tell that by just shopping PAB at the Lego store,
Mhm.
like filling up the with masonry in the full large box, you can get 600 and something 1 by 2 profile. We'll call it
Yeah.
profile bricks, right?
Yep.
So each of those were like what, 15 cents, I think.
I believe so.
Oh, he's gonna
I'm gonna look
check.
it up.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
of course I'm gonna look it up. So the ones that you just got the other day. Oh man, we've changed how pick a brick looks here. This is fancy.
nougat.
Yeah, look at this. I don't. This has changed. Medium nougat. Um,
15 cents? 16.
Wait, no, it's this one, right? Medium nougat.
Yep,
Yeah, so 14 cents.
14 cents. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was correct. So if you add all those 620 of them, let's just say, or even just 600, um, it's like 84 bucks,
Mhm.
right? Worth of parts that if you shopped on PAB online, but if you go
Yeah.
to the Lego store and you get the box and you take your time packing it, 18, 19 bucks, right?
Yeah.
With tax.
Yep. Yep.
And you just got $84 worth of Lego based off what they're selling for it on the website. So there's where variations come into play.
Yeah. Well, so the prime example I'm going to use here is the Christmas tree, that just
Mm,
was announced. So if you were to try to piece out that Christmas tree, especially on Lego's website, I don't even. First of all, I don't even know if all the pieces are available to do that. But I can guarantee if you tried to build it Just based off of using Lego Pick a Brick, it would be more expensive. Um, and that's the entire set. Now I know people are going to say, well, I have bulk. I can grab pieces from that, or I can go to the pad wall and I might be able to grab a certain piece that's on the pad wall that's in that. So that saves me money. Um, the one thing I always caution about trying to compare stuff like that is, especially Bricklink, you have to remember you have time trying to go through Bricklink and find all these pieces. Find them from one seller, which pretty much never happens. Then on top of that, then you start playing in the stuff with the shipping costs, the minimum cost requirements from certain sellers. Like some say you have to spend a minimum of, I don't know, $25, $100. That's a lot of time and effort to go and put into something like that. And if you're not in a rush, then kudos to you, because if you see that Christmas tree and you like it and you're like, you know what, I'm going to spend the next year trying to build this Christmas tree at the cheapest cost possible, then by all means do it. Because I'm sure you can make any of these sets cheaper than what they're being sold for. But, well,
I don't know.
the minifigs are going to skew it. And that's part of the problem too. If you were to base it solely, so let's take the Christmas tree minus the figs. I think you could do it. I think you could build the set itself cheaper.
Well, here's the flip side of that. Are people purchasing the tree for the tree or for the minifigures?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the vending machine. Like, I have no, as cool as it is, I have no use for a vending machine like that.
Yeah.
Besides the awesome figures that come with it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's a draw. Like that's your selling point is like, hey, look at this exclusive you know, minifig for the set.
I mean, to me, when you put special minifigs in a set, it almost makes it kind of feel like that could be a, I don't know if white flag's the right term I'm using. It's kind of like we know
Yellow flag.
this.
Caution.
Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, yeah, that works. Yellow flag. I was going for the submission there at the white flag, but yeah, yellow flag works. Um, we know this is probably overpriced, but we're going to justify it by tossing in these figures, and that's going to justify the cost because you need to have these figures. Which then some people could say, I'm going to buy the Christmas tree and I'm going to sell those figures, and then that's going to, I don't know, give me what, a quarter, half of the cost of the Christmas tree?
I don't see to me, if I'm gonna get a set, I'm gonna get the set. I'm gonna keep it whole.
Oh, I could
Um,
never. Yeah. Oof,
I don't
yeah.
know if I could just unless you're buying a couple of sets to like part out or to build like a mock, and you have all these extra figures, then yeah, do it. So because it helps you pad out the cost for
Mhm.
all the parts that you've gotten. But yeah, I don't think that I would ever part with like the figures of this, especially that it's not like a
Yeah.
lot of figures.
No.
Um,
I mean, that's what I was planning on buying a couple Death Stars to part out because I need some gray pieces. So I figured, that'd be a good idea to buy the Death Star and part it out. And
my store already built it. Like I was like, hey, did you build it? They're like, yeah, you want to see it? They you
ooh,
could peek into the back and you saw it. It's like
ooh,
I
it's
was like, who
massive,
who,
isn't
who
it?
built it? It was like five of us,
Yeah,
all at different times.
yeah, yeah. Ours was not built yet, but I am anxious to see it in the window. I'm sure they're going to have some nice window display for it.
So we really had three sets that we know about that have like a high price tag,
Hmm.
and I'm not. We've already talked about the Death Star. So if you want to go more into that, you can check out our last episode 19, I
Hmm.
believe.
Yep.
Um, where we go into detail about the Death Star. But just from a price perspective, It's they're getting a lot. What is it? It's like almost $400 for the um, Christmas tree.
Well, let's start here with we're actually gonna start with one we have talked about because we
Oh,
didn't really go into detail in this. So let's just bring
you
this
want to talk
guy
about
up.
the
Yeah, let's bring this guy up
Black
because this
Pearl?
was
Black
the Black Pearl.
Black. I
Ugh.
was see they got me programmed to say Captain Jack's
Captain Jack Sparrow's Black Pearl. I would have been fine
black
with that.
pirate ship.
All right, so let's see. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, that tells me 8 minifigs. How many sales we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what? 11 sales possibly. Um, Stuff like this makes it harder to account for because the sales, there's so much that could go wrong in the process of sales. Bent sales, ripped sales, um,
That is actually a good question, Kevin.
I wonder. Kevin said crypto. I wonder how the average price per yeah. I wonder how the average price per set compares this year versus last year. Hang tight. We will do a calculation. Because now I'm curious. What we're going to do some similar themes. And by that, we're also going to dive into a couple non IPs too, because I'm curious to see how those have changed. But so the Black Pearl here, so we're at what? 380. So 380. And then 2862. So Black Pearl's at 13 cents 13 cents per piece. Again, you have the sales, which I think make a big difference in this case.
Well, yeah, because it's exclusive to the set.
Yeah, and these are not getting printed for anything else, or not printed, cut. I guess you can say. I guess it's a
Yep.
fabric. I haven't opened mine yet, so. And then you do have the 8 minifigs. Now, do we completely ignore the compass, or if you're doing price per piece?
It's 100 something dollars online right now
I
for
know.
that
Well, so
for
but
that compass.
what I'm
So
saying is,
that's a dollar. It's almost $1 per piece
yeah,
if you're selling it
yeah,
because I think it was only 100 and something pieces.
yeah. So could you technically add the compass pieces into the total piece count?
That's a GWP
Because
now.
okay. See, in my case, I would. I would include the GWP pieces in
Why?
because I'm keeping it. So I didn't pay for that gift with purchase. So, and I know I'm keeping it. So I'm just going to add those
What if
pieces.
you? But what if that's not the plan? What Lego had in mind? They had
No.
it to sell it initially on day one to try to push out as many sets
Hmm.
initially, and then once the GWP ran out, people wanted it.
Hmm.
They'd be out of luck. So then they're buying
Yeah.
it without it. So
Yeah.
I think we got to do more of the general cost that somebody didn't get the
Yeah. No, that's fair.
GWP.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But for my justification purposes, I would include it because I'm keeping it. But yeah, so again, this one's a tough one because of the sales. Those sales are specifically made for the ship, and they will not be sent anywhere else. So 13 cents a piece, a little high, but obviously we have Disney IP, you have sales, you have 8 minifigs. And it was sought after very much because the first Pearl was what, 10 plus years ago? Was that 2011, 2013, something like
Yeah.
that? So not a remake, a close remake by any means. It's been a while. Em says she feels exclusive enough for the price. I would agree. I don't have a problem with this one. 350 would have been really nice, but 380 I still think is.
What was the endurance? What's the endurance selling for?
So that's the actually one I was going to compare based off of Kevin's comment. Um, so endurance 270. So in this case, you're saying you're getting $110 more expensive for the Pearl. There's your kind
Well,
of justification.
how many minifigs came
So
with the endurance
none. I
minus the
think there was
minus the GWP?
there's none. So
Right.
You have 8 minifigures at $5 a piece, that's 40, so now you're down to a $70 difference, which I'm sure you could probably justify being the IP.
And we just do that $5 because we just estimate if you bought a CMF. Like
Yes, correct. Yep.
that's what Lego averages costing, but so
So endurance technically is 9 cents. So if you're really doing price per piece, you're at a 4 cents difference to get minifigs and
so take
an IP.
do me a favor.
Hmm.
You take 8 minifigs,
Hmm.
right? And you subtract $5 for each fig off the price. So 8 times 5 is 40, right?
Hmm. So
So
we're at
take 4
340.
so yeah, 340.
Hmm. Yeah. So I mean, really,
Then do the price per piece based off the 340.
of 340. So, whoops, we are at.
Now in no way is this these are just different aspects we're thinking of.
So you have
This is the
340.
hidden bricks way of thinking for
So you're it really doesn't save anything. 12 cents. So it saves you a penny. So
wow, a penny, a whole penny.
yeah, whole penny. Yep.
But you also got to take into account that those sales are probably part of the cost
I'm
too.
just curious about this because this is also 2025 set, but it's also ship themed. We'll go to ship themed here. So
Shifting
this is what, about 10 cents a piece.
the going merry.
Yep. So 10 cents a piece. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, so this is an IP, right? This is not something Lego because One Piece is separate. Yeah, so this would be an IP. So 5 minifigs, again, only a couple sales, but you're at 10 cents, so it falls in between the Pearl and the Endurance. Actually, let me think. Is there a city boat? Because now I'm curious.
No, there's a 3-in-1 pirate ship.
Oh, that's right, that one too. Police chase boat. Don't really want to do
Yeah, but
that.
those have
Is
special
there?
hulls, right? So
Yeah, that's true too. Oh wait, here. I'm just curious what it is. So, because I think the
oh,
hull is or the whole bottom is one piece, right?
yeah. Look at the whales too.
Oof.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. So, so, I, almost 20 cents a piece. But again, the pieces are larger, so it's not really comparable. But where is that creator? Is this it? Pirate ship. Yep.
pirate ship. Yep.
Okay, so 120, about 10 cents a piece as well.
Mhm.
Well, 9. And you got how many minifigs? 1, 2, 3. I guess we'll count the skeleton as 1, 4. Um, so that's just let's just say take $20 off that. So it's $100. 1, 2, 6, 4. So 8 cents. Yeah. So the minifigs really don't add.
No, but but that's a way to kind of. I try to look at a set and subtract the minifig. The minifigs are the draw
Yeah.
to the set. I think, right?
This is one of those conversations. Do
It's the
minifigs sell the set? And
they do the set is sometimes well sometimes like the set in the cases of uh with the Black Pearl. I'm just gonna call it. I can't say that tongue twister of
cat got your tongue.
Captain Jack's Sparrow. What Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship
Pirate ship.
just sounds so unnatural. Um,
I hope they call it that if there's a new movie. It's not the Black Pearl anymore. It's Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship.
where's my boat? You mean the Captain Jack Sparrow's? Yeah, that's me. How come you're not the? What if it was Barboza on the ship? How like I'm? What's your ship, Barboza? Oh, the Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship. Uh,
That'd be funny.
it is funny. It's funny, but yeah, it's funny. But if you take away the minifigs, like I was saying, off of the off of that set, I'd
Mhm.
still buy the set because
Yeah,
I like the ship.
yeah.
right? I don't
Yep.
need the minifigures won't sell me on that ship. Do they entice me more? Yeah, because who wouldn't want a Captain Jack Sparrow,
Yeah.
um, minifig?
Yeah. Yep.
But
Yeah, I'm curious, and I'll have to look at it, or if anybody knows, was there any pieces on the compass that are exclusive to the compass, or can you build it just straight from Bricklink or wherever? I'm curious to know that. Because that's kind of a bummer too if you have a gift with purchase and it doesn't really have any
I
exclusive pieces.
I did almost buy Arkham this weekend too.
I would have if it would have had the double points.
I was
Uh,
looking at the set, but I'm like, I am not ready to tackle that sticker sheet yet.
yeah. JB messaged me actually about that after we had talked about you and I were talking about the one day or from the episode we had talking about the stickers and he actually did say most of the stickers are um, Easter egg related. So that makes it interesting to me. If they're not all just like, I don't know, Frank's still here. Don't mean to bash him with this, but Harry Potter rock looking stickers on the exterior of a building. If they're not all like that, like if they actually have a neat meaning and they are like Easter eggs, I think that's kind of pretty cool to do something like that. Because again, you're never going to print all those pieces because you're not going to be able to use them in much of anything else. So uh, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we're really in a chain here of expensive sets, and I
Right.
have quite the feeling um, that that's going to continue.
Wow, good for you, Kevin.
Ah, okay, yeah, yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, I saw it, and then I saw apparently it was listed in the terms of service that Arkham was not included in that promotion. I don't know if you're gonna put something like that in your terms of service, then I don't know why we have to advertise it where it looks like that's not the case. I mean, I get why they did it, um, but uh, eh, can you tell me the last time you went and read the terms of service of a promotion?
How about terms of service when you have to download the latest software on your phone? Do you just say accept and just
Yep,
continue? Do you
yep.
know anything that you're stating or
Nope.
nope.
Nope. None of us have any idea what we've signed off on any of those things. So,
So do you think besides minifigures selling the set, which I think they are now, like because I think some sets we'll get into Star Wars too a little bit. Like we don't have to talk about all the sets, but just like the latest battle pack, right?
mhm,
The battle packs are to sell the minifigs.
mhm.
I feel like it's always so sought after. Why is it just jumped? I've never seen a $45
Yeah, yeah,
battle pack like that for it's just I don't know what the logic is with that. I don't know if they just thought, "Hey, yeah, it's gonna sell. We did our market research and it's saying that they want more of these
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
sets."
yeah. Um, I think the number one thing that people have to remember, and this is in no way, shape, or form meant to be mean or rude or anything like that to the individual or the company or whoever. Um, Lego is not our friend. They're a business. So they're not out to be friends. That's not how business works. They're a business. They're out to make money and employ people and yada yada yada.
And they
So
are there to service the customer's needs, meaning like you have a missing piece or
yeah,
problem with your set, they're there to help and they have excellent customer service.
they do. Yep. Yep. But what we all have to remember is they are a company that is selling a product. So they're not a company, they're not a nonprofit looking to give stuff away. So Any for-profit company is out there to make money, to cover their costs, and then some. So, um, they are not, um, forcing us to buy anything. So
However, they
because
they do entice us
very
to
much so.
to buy.
Yes, very much so. But they are in no way, shape, or form forcing us to buy anything. Um, Now, I guess some could say that you kind of subliminal. Oh, I can never say the word
Sub
subliminal.
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 It's like that,
Subliminally.
what is it, Evan Almighty when he's doing the news, right?
So yeah, we might get some of
What's
those
that word? You didn't finish it.
subliminally. I think is how you say it. I could be wrong, but that sounds fine. Good enough for me. Um, yeah, with marketing or whatever, like you kind of just get sucked in, you get hyped in, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, we're not forced to buy anything. So anything we buy is at our own will. Now it might be forced will or whatever you want to call it, but this is a big thing, and I'm going to pull sports into this real quick because I live in a town with a baseball team that doesn't like to spend a lot of money on their roster, and people complain about it, complain about it, complain about it. Don't go, don't support, don't do this. It's just not possible. Like I get the concept of if you don't support something, don't buy it, but you're never going to get the mass majority to feel the same way, and people will always buy something. So you and I could sit here, we're gonna be like, you know what? We're not buying a Death Star. Too
Well,
expensive, not enough figures, not enough pieces. But there's gonna be two other people that are gonna go out and buy it.
mhm.
So yeah, you just can't. It's good to voice our concerns with the pricing and all of that. But again, back to a topic we had the last week or whatever. Let's do it calmly and
Whatever. He's like, "Whatever."
let's do it calmly and in a
If
manner that we can present our case.
if you missed that episode, go back and rewatch it. Episode 19, AKA Keith's rant.
That was a packed episode. That was a
That
packed.
that was,
Yeah,
but we talked about it
yeah.
beforehand, and then it's just been brewing. So that was
It wa
good.
it was brewing, yeah, but I think, like, if you get a big enough majority of people that start feeling a certain way, you can put groups together and you can voice your concerns, and you can present it to the company in whatever ways you think necessary. So if we are starting to feel like, "Okay, this is getting too expensive," then, you have to voice your concerns, and what they do with that, I don't know. Um but again, at the end of the day, and this is the problem with a lot of hobbies, is a hobby's a hobby. A hobby's supposed to be fun. A hobby's supposed to be your extra money that you have. So if you want advice on how to spend your money properly, go to Mav and listen to Finance with Mav, and he will break down how you can successfully break down monthly payments
And
to get what you want.
it's not just monthly payments, it's budgeting the correct
Yes.
way.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, it all goes back to the same stuff. It is a toy, it is a hobby. Nobody's forcing you to do anything.
And
So,
and, key advice, don't put yourself into debt over a toy.
yes.
Do what you want. I'm not, but you also gotta keep in mind. So, here's a quick question for you.
Mhm.
Licensing.
Mhm.
Do you believe that, well, to me, I don't know what your thoughts are. Do you think that the licensing is getting, like, let's say Disney. Do you think
Mhm.
Disney is now asking Lego for more for them to use the licensing, or because I don't know. There's not a lot of information that goes on with the contracts between how they get it, right? So
I would 100% say yes. Yeah, I don't know, like, if there's time frames for the agreements or whatever they have in place to
like how
say.
long it lasts.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah.
you got the licensing for Pirates now.
Mhm,
It's good for like this. What's your plans? What are you thinking of producing, and what's your time frame? And they'll either give the yay and nay on it.
mhm.
also too, on the flip side, do you think that the partnerships or the licensing partnerships also influence the set names, such as Disney
Mhm.
with at least 2 sets that we know of?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, they've both been Disney sets so far. The Star Wars,
Yep.
Jango Fett's Jango Fett's ship, uh, Black Pearl, Captain Jack Sparrow's. Um, Interesting, they've both been Disney that we know so far. Random, just tossing this out there. If anybody's re-listening in podcast form or rewatching this, and you are somebody in legal, marketing, whatever, if you know anything about this kind of stuff, how this behind the scenes stuff works, please reach out to us because we'd love to share the information that you guys might have, because this is probably something that a lot of people are curious about how this stuff, because it is something that's talked about a lot, that we talk about a lot. If it has an IP, more than likely it's going to be more expensive. But what does that actually mean? Like, we technically don't know what that means. We are pretty positive that it exists, but what exactly does it mean? So I would like to know more about that. Um, because I think you're right. I think these companies probably have agreements in place. So Pirates of the Caribbean, for example, I would assume maybe Lego had something in place with Disney for the rights, and that was for a set amount of time. They made their sets. It probably expired because they no longer made Pirates of the Caribbean. So maybe now, do we have a new set of agreements in place that says you have to consult us on names, you have to have X amount built into your cost to get money back to us? I don't know. I don't know how any of that stuff works, and I'd like to know more. So if you know, reach
Yeah.
out to us.
Yep.
The Hidden Bricks on Instagram.
Also too, on top of, the Death Star
Mhm.
and Captain Jack Sparrow's
Habitable.
oh, um, yeah, pirate ship, you got Hogsmeade,
Oof.
which was $3.99, 400
Oof.
bucks,
Yeah.
and I seen it in the store, like, the first time I seen it in the store, because most of the time I order online
Mhm.
because I can't go all the time to day ones, but when I went in and I seen it, I was like, "This kinda looks like." I mean, certain buildings were bigger,
Mhm.
but it didn't look as big as I thought it would have been compared to the play sets
Mhm.
of it.
Yep.
And I'm
Yep.
like, what's so unique? Is it the minifigs that are unique? Because I know there's a few that haven't been in sets before.
I mean, none
So
of them really looked anything
honestly,
special.
I think the advent calendar figures look really good.
Yeah. Um, Maybe there that's Warner Bros., right? Harry Potter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe they were getting prepared for a potential troubling times with the new TV show, so they had to jack the price up to get a guarantee money from a Lego Santa. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, they all work. I would assume there's probably not like an industry standard for IP costs. I would assume it goes by company. I could be wrong there too. Um, but yeah, yeah. Kevin said about the minifigs. Yeah, nothing
Yeah,
to write home.
there was
Yeah,
nothing like yeah.
yeah. That yeah. I mean, to me, it looked like a Winter Village set. That's where I like you
Yeah,
could fit that in.
but the cost of it is like yeah, even the we'll even talk about that too. I know it's not on the main thumbnail for it because we mostly concentrated on Death Star, the Hogsmeade Village, and the family Christmas tree. But you also have the new holiday train, which is a lot of this stuff is starting to go. I thought the holiday village sets were always going to be that standard $100. Like obviously they'd have to. go up and down based off of the piece count or how what they're gonna put into it. But now you're going over 100. Are
I mean,
the
but the bear's arms move.
Oh, didn't the last one there was a Christmas tree that could spin?
Gosh, I don't even remember what the last one was.
As far
What
as the
was the last
train,
one?
as far as the train, a train, because the last one was the post office,
That's
right?
it. Yeah. Yeah. Something did something in that. Yeah. Well, don't forget now we have a 3D printed piece. I'm very anxious to see this 3D printed train. Um,
Yeah, but
am I?
are you gonna get the set for that though?
No, gosh, no, no. That would not be the reason I would get this set. I do agree with you. I think the tradition of 100 for the when I saw this train, I'm not gonna lie, it looks really nice. That is not a $130 set.
No,
Not at all. Uh, the kicker in this one is it's the tracks. I would guarantee the tracks play a part because they are one of the more expensive pieces. And I don't know where they're going with this 3D
is it
printed.
motorized?
It is not. So then you got to add an extra what 40, 50, $60 to motorize it.
Yeah, but you don't have to. But what I'm saying is,
No, you
if it,
don't.
if it
No.
was if it was motorized, I could see it being maybe 130 because
130. Yeah,
they had
it's
to add the motor,
justifiable.
right? It's
Yeah.
justifiable. It moves on its own, but I didn't think that it had any in it. So
Nope. Because now that I'm thinking, it's on the box here. So yeah, you have to add you have to add 3 things, if you wanna motorize it, which, some people do have this stuff laying around. Um, am I on the right nope, hold on a second here. Let me get this one. Here we
am
go.
I on the right screen?
Yeah, I had the somehow I got on a different Lego tab. Okay, so if you pull this up here, just looking at this 3D printed piece, which is the train. But if you want to motorize it, so you need, I can't read the numbers. You need the battery pack. You need the one set of wheels that will move, and then you technically, if they didn't build it into the powered up app, then you need to buy the remote as well.
Right.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure this stuff comes to at least $50 to motorize it. So now you're looking at almost a $200 set. Like if you're starting out and you want a train and you're going to use the only active train available right now, you're almost at $200 for a winter train that I couldn't I would
I really thought that they were keeping to that $99, $100 threshold and just work with that. Be like, "Hey, we gotta come up with a Christmas set," because also too, it's open back, right?
yeah.
If you're gonna start creeping up more, I'd rather see more completed, like, village sets, meaning, like, backs or hinge where it opens up or
That's a Harry Potter problem too, because Diagon Alley was open back, Hogsmeade's open
but
back,
not Gringotts.
but not
He's double checking.
isn't Gringotts? I think Gringotts is open in the back.
Is it?
It
I
is.
haven't
Hang
built
tight.
it.
Hang tight. I
Go
think it
check.
is.
Go
That's
check.
what that's yeah, hold on. I'm pretty sure it
Everybody,
is.
Keith is, getting up for a second.
I'm on a roll here for checking stuff tonight because I don't wanna tell
Keep
anybody the wrong
keep
thing.
you
Yeah,
fact.
it is. It's open back.
Is it?
It's open back.
Okay,
So
so
it's
they
all
just
open
so they
back.
kept
Yeah.
consistent with it.
It
Okay.
it looks like it shouldn't be, but it is. Where they get you with that though, Gringotts, is the beautiful
Track.
underneath.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amazing set.
If I get that set, I have to find the GWP that
Yeah,
they
the
sold with it.
add-on. Yep. But to go back to the train, what's with the $30 hike? I could okay, 110. Okay.
It's that 3D printed piece.
A $30 hike for what? I mean, I don't why are we jumping $30 on a holiday set? Now, if it would have been a modular, okay, maybe, but the train?
Well, here's my thought on this. Even if you were to lose money, well, not lose money. even if you were to shift the cost, meaning is that is like if they're producing sets for like $99, like we know the Winter Village, we wanted to set at $99. Where can we make up the difference to make sure we keep the cost for everybody? Because we stood by saying that this is the cost of our sets or what people expect the cost of the holiday sets to be
Yeah.
each year. Do they now add that into another set that comes out to get like that kind of stuff makes sense.
Mhm.
But if you're putting out these expensive sets and then these kind of sets are going up $30, what's happening? Or is this just going to be the norm like because we still keep buying it? That it's like people still want it. We're still doing good sales, so we're slowly increasing like that each set is going to keep going up and up and either they get drop off and then we'll have to reconfigure on how we're doing stuff. Maybe that's their business model is just until it becomes a problem,
Yeah.
let's slowly integrate it. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Austin brings a good point, specifically from the AT&T standpoint. I mean, AT&T is what, $60?
I think 70,
Is it
69.99.
70? Yeah, I couldn't remember if it's 59 or 69. Hold on. But how do you justify? No, it is 60. It's $60. Um, so how do you have a Star Wars set with an amazing minifigure and only have it be $60? That's going to be an exclusive minifigure that you know is going to sell. Um,
The only reason why M wants to get this is because it's not big and gray. Oh, it is 60. Good job.
it
Yeah.
is, yeah.
I thought for
It,
some reason I thought it was 69.9.
yeah, no, because I was completely shocked.
That's a good price.
It very much is. Yeah. Yeah, Wayne just mentioned about keep raising prices until people push back. Wayne, we were talking about that. And we both, we were talking about how, we can all sit here and this 8 of us in here can say we're not going to buy it, but there's going to be 8 other people that will go buy it, and that's part of the problem. It's just there's so many different views, and as much as we'd like to push back, it's almost impossible at this point to really make a difference, because there's just so many people. Like one of the things you have to remember too, there's so many non-Lego fans or casual Lego fans where they don't have collections and they maybe only see like one piece, or Grandma Rosie's walking by the Lego store and she sees Hogsmeade Village and she goes, "Oh man, little Johnny was telling me about Hogsmeade Village the other day. I'm going to get that for him for Christmas." Well, there goes $400 down the drain because grandma got money to spend. So, there's just like there's so many factors into it that it's just, unfortunately, it makes it almost impossible to really do anything about it at this
It
point.
it does. I mean, I think, like we stated in our description, I think this is the new norm
Mhm.
going forward with and either you gotta kind of make peace with it
Yeah.
and you're gonna just continue to do what you can and maybe scale back on certain sets, or it's gonna become to the point where maybe you gotta stop being more selective in the
Yep.
type of sets that you want. You can't just get everything.
Yeah. I mean, really, the best way that I feel like I've combated it now is you make Lego has the wonderful
Keith has
option.
come a long way if anybody
I
didn't know.
have. Yeah, I mean, I have. It's incredible. It blows my mind. Um, on Lego's website, for anybody that doesn't know, they do have a shopping or a wish list. You can go on that wish list. You can break it down into however many wish lists you want. So you can make up whatever you want. You can add all of the sets that you want that are currently available. And then you can keep those wish lists where you can keep track of everything that you want. Um, and then wait until double points comes up. Because to me, that's my way now of not spending as much. um, I wait for those double points because technically, if you really look at it, the points you earn get you money back. So if you really want to look at it, that's like a forced savings plan to buy Lego, the VIP points.
That's why we should have
So
got the AT-AT.
yes,
600 bucks,
yes, yeah,
double
double
points.
points, yeah, disgusting. But yeah,
This
that
is
to
why it makes that's why it makes you feel this way
That's
about the
part of
double
it.
points,
That's part of it
you
too.
know?
Yeah. I mean, but to me, that's a way to combat it. We don't need things day one unless there's something that you really seriously want and you cannot live without it. Go get it. If there's a gift with purchase that you really want, go get it. Otherwise, if you want to try to combat them, then save what you're looking for until double points, and then you're earning double points back. And then you're doubling your VIP points to use towards something else. That's my only.
Like the Death Star.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about the gift with purchase. It's really, I don't think there's anything exclusive on it. So this would be one that I wouldn't need the gift with purchase. Would I want it? Yes. Is it going to kill me if I don't get it? Yes. But
Because it goes in the set. That's
because
the
it goes in the set.
because
Yes.
w we're big with that
Yes.
on the hidden bricks, is that if you're gonna put a GWP, it has to blend with the set or go with the set.
Mhm.
Unlike the whole Mario Kart,
Debacle.
GWP with
Yeah.
the, uh, spiky shell,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Had
You
to
had to
spend
use,
your
yep,
insider points.
yep, spending this insider points.
Batman, I didn't even realize that. The Arkham, there was no gift with purchase. We talked about that. Why is there no gift with purchase? Apparently, there is something. And that's those posters, but you have to use your insider points for them. So I don't know if you
Or if you
saw,
bought it this weekend, you coulda got the Sega Genesis, right?
or yeah,
Controller.
that too. Yeah. However, doesn't go hand in hand. But this would be one of those cases where you could sell the gift with purchase then and try to make some of the money back. But yeah, if I would, I'm still on the fence. I know you said you're probably going with the Death Star day one. Um,
Probably. Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. I'm teetering still because
Because
I save my points all year and then I wait till the end of the year to use them. So I thought the Death Star was going to be in December. Um, Obviously, it's coming out here in a couple weeks. So I lost 2 months of savings. um, but I have a good chunk that I can knock it down where it's a little more manageable.
well, that's it's gonna work either way, right?
Mhm.
Because you're gonna either use it for something else that's
Yeah.
gonna give you the same value,
Hmm.
but why not? If that's something that you want, like
Hmm.
a module is more manageable to pay for
Yes.
upfront, right?
Yep.
But so it's not. It was nice because I always saved the end of the year for the module because most of the time my points cover the full cost
Yeah.
of the set,
Yep.
right? If not, I'll still have extra to roll over.
Yep.
But to take $250, maybe more now that I've bought a few more sets, um, does it become more manageable at that price point? Because now you're taking 250 off, you're at what?
Thousand something because of tax. Yeah.
Yeah, less than that, minus 250 off a
Well, yeah,
1,000.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So now you're down into the sevens,
Yeah, you're down
which
into the
yeah,
sevens, which is a little bit more manageable, which is where you would get the Falcon, or
yeah. See, yeah, Em, I know
you could
you're
do
a
that too.
100% joking, but yeah. See, that's the only thing though. It's kind of like a double edged sword. Like if I save my insiders points, to get the Death Star. Like I could save them until there was a double points event by the Death Star, use my points. The problem with that is you don't get VIP points for the VIP points you spend. So it would cancel each other out essentially. So
If you
I'd
bought
like
it now, you can get the points. Oh, no, yeah, you can't get off the
no, yeah, you
value.
only get
That's
the
right.
points for
Yeah.
the money you spend. So that's what I'm saying. It's almost like I almost want to pay for for price um, on a double points event, so I get the full double points, and then like I think we said, what was that? Is it $50 back for the regular points? Did Kevin say last time, or was it that the double points? I can't remember.
I think it was 50 points back.
Okay.
off of just what the,
The regular price.
yeah, or
Yeah.
$50 would it
I
equal
mean, 50,
$50?
yeah, $50. Yeah. So if you did it on double points, it would be $100 back. I think, did we say, I don't know. Maybe it's 50 on the double
Um,
points. I don't remember. Um, but regardless,
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I really don't. I'm lucky I remember yesterday. It's a nice chunk back that you can put towards something else. I mean, there's really not much left at that price point nowadays. Everything's almost close to 50 or more. Okay, so it was 100 as double points.
Yes,
Okay.
okay. Yep.
So, I mean, if you look at it that way, what does that 100 get you? It gets you an AT-AT gingerbread. I mean, not
Gingerbread
much else.
AT&T,
It
plus a
actually,
couple of minifigs.
well, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, Mackenzie just brought up a good point. She can buy 2 to 3 of her
Right.
white whales for the Death Star.
And I understand that, and we
Yes.
talked about this too because but were those white whale sets the cost that you're paying for them to get them right now?
Mhm,
It almost equals up to the same,
mhm.
you know, because like, you want Cafe Corner,
Yeah, I do.
but why are you gonna pay almost like 2 grand for it or 1,800?
No.
Is that a white whale set for you?
Yes.
But would you the $1,000 Death Star. If you can have $1,800 Cafe Corner or $1,000 Death Star. What
Uh, well, there's factors. If you want me to give you the factors answer, I can do that. If you want me to give you the flat out answer, I can do that as well. I can just give you both. Um,
just give us both. You're gonna give us both anyways, so why even announce it? Just say
so the factors version is obviously I have gift cards, I have VIP points that knocks money off. So I'm going to take the cheaper option and go the Death Star. Perfect world, nothing matters. I'd go Cafe Corner because I have 2 years for the Death Star at that price, whereas Cafe Corner could fluctuate higher. However, it could also fluctuate lower. So it's a gamble. Um, to me, right now, the Cafe Corner is more meaningful because it ends my modular collection.
right, and that's more of that makes sense. That's
Yeah.
why somebody would pick like, a Ghostbusters Firehouse is right now is the same price used
Yeah.
as the brand new Death Star. However, even as much as I want it, I don't value it as $1,000 set.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
like, as crazy as it sounds, I think the value is better with the Death Star set, and I
Yeah,
don't
I'd agree.
wanna be, you know, put on blast for saying that, but I'm just talking about the amount of pieces you're getting
Mhm.
versus the Firehouse, you know? It is what it is, but you just gotta make it like, if you really want the Firehouse and that's part of something that I want for my collection, I'm gonna spend the money, I'm gonna get it.
Mhm.
But I also have to
Yeah.
justify it, for me. So
Yeah.
and like you said, I can't use the $250 worth of VIP points
No. That's
to
what's yeah.
knock it down. There's those factors and elements and stuff. So,
Hi,
hey,
Mandy.
Mandy,
Yes, Mandy said she is super late. What did I miss? You only missed an hour of content. That's it.
that's it. I mean, we just talked about the increasing costs of Lego, not really analytical, just kind of like talking points. It's
Mhm,
getting Yeah, it's getting I'm curious to see how the holiday season is for like Lego sets for people going out and purchasing sets because I know that things are tighter now
mhm.
and we're getting into like where you're starting seeing things like the costs going up on certain stuff. So
I'll be curious because I know obviously it's not going to be the Death Star. There usually are a lot of sales that Lego puts on Black Friday. We know there's gonna be a Black Friday set, as there always is. What that is, TBD. Um,
TBD.
but I'm really curious to see how they handle Black Friday sales this year. Will there be any bigger sets? Um, if you're Lego, do you see the pushback to the Christmas tree and then on Black Friday be like, you know what? We're in the Christmas spirit. We're gonna give you double points on the Christmas tree or knock 20% off. I don't know.
Is this gonna be out for a while, or do you think that this is gonna be once the Christmas season's done, they kind of wrap it up?
This to me would be one that does not stay for 2 years. I could
Right.
be very wrong.
Because it's not the Winter Village collection where like the post office, because I don't see Main Street retired, right? It's
Mhm,
the Alpine Lodge and the post office,
mhm.
if I'm not mistaken. Now these sets,
Yeah, I would be very curious if it doesn't sell well, if it makes it more than a year.
I know, Kevin. I did pick up an extra one.
Oh,
of
the, Batman
Shadow
Shadow
Box.
Box. That's a
Yeah.
nice set.
Because I initially got it day one when it came out. I
Yes.
was like, this set's awesome. I'm
Mhm.
getting it day one. But how could you pass up the quadruple points on
Yep,
that?
that was a really, really nice set. I enjoyed that one. Enjoyed
So
that a lot. That had a lot of backlash on it as well. So it's interesting to see how things get backlash, but then they kind of find their way into doubling in value. So,
I think it just depends on the uniqueness of the set. I think,
mhm.
and it's funny. Nobody. It seems like nobody really wants the set until it's gone, right? It's
Funny
like,
how that works. Yeah.
well, I mean, how long's the AT-AT been around,
Why do
right?
why does everything always come back to the
Well,
AT&T? It's just like it no,
because
just
because it's the funniest thing. It's just the funniest thing, and we're gonna plug the humor, but it's not
uh,
even that. It's just like, or like take it like the shadow box. If you weren't somebody who was big on it, then all of a sudden now you're like, oh, I got to get that.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
that was like the medieval blacksmith. It was at the Lego store, and then it wasn't at the Lego store, but it was always at Target because it was
and it was
something
always
that,
at Barnes& and Nobles. Yeah.
and always at Barnes and Nobles, and
Yep.
I was like, it's a really nice set, but I don't want it now. And then you started not being able to find it, and you're looking around and be like, oh, if we find it, I'm gonna get it. Then you can't find it,
Yep.
and then you pay about the same price for a used set.
Mhm. Yeah, I know. It's interesting. Um, things kinda go in circles. Um, I kinda like trends. Lego sets have their own trends. They come in and they come out. They're like bell-bottom jeans.
I'm curious to see when the Goonies gets released. I'm thinking November, or it could be like a mid October surprise.
That yeah. Yeah, I mean, because 'cause we're what? We're midway through September now. Yeah, I'm really surprised we haven't heard anything about that yet. Very surprised because we know it's coming this year. They've already said it's coming this year. So that leaves us 3 months. I don't think that's gonna be I think we talked about this. I don't think that'll be Black Friday set because that always they you don't know what's coming out Black Friday, and we knew the Goonies is coming out. So I don't think that'll be a Black Friday set.
Good night,
Good night,
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie. Um, so I'm curious. Yeah. I'd be
I
curious to see what it looks like.
I am curious too. So, but I think
Um,
I don't
Go
know
ahead.
anything else that you want to wrap up, or any points to the
Um,
conversation that we had before we.
just be extra careful. Christmas is coming, so don't be overdoing it because
Also, don't forget about the Bricklink
Oh,
sets.
yes.
If you
Yep.
pre-ordered a set,
Yep.
it's coming out in November.
Yep. So, yeah, don't forget that because those will be billing.
Yep, make sure that your card is accurate or it hasn't changed.
Mhm.
That way you don't get any delays, or if you don't see that email right away.
I better go check mine because I can't miss out on Tortuga. Ooh, we did, Mandy. Christmas tree talks in there. It's in there. It's
Not
all packed in there.
not a lot about it, but
No.
It's in there. It's in there. Not like in-depth details, but the pricing.
Yep.
So,
For the
uh,
record, as a Christmas guy,
he's not
and,
buying
and
it.
and this is where we talk about things like this is we all have different likes and wants. So like what's interesting to me might not be interested to you. What I would pay 300 for, somebody else might not. I'm a big Christmas guy, so it's going to be really hard for me to pass on that. That'll be a double points for me for sure.
I think there is some very cool features about it that
Mhm.
it comes in a reusable box. It's got
Yes.
another box to keep your different figures and parts in, and the tree breaks down. It almost feels like your artificial tree, if you're into the artificial trees, how you can
Yep.
rebox it and put it back up. It's good. It's nice that it breaks down. So,
So in other words, go sell your artificial trees, get the money, and buy the Lego tree. So,
and then
yes,
hit up Light My Bricks for a light kit or
yes,
any other.
yes.
So,
Yep. Yeah, Mandy is correct. There is another one, Bricklink pre-order beginning of October. M with the comment of the night going on the screen. Of course, the box appeals to you, Mav. Of course it does.
what are you talking about? I throw my boxes away.
And now we're getting controversy. On that note,
On that note,
on that note,
if you can, just make sure you give us a thumbs up, click the bell to subscribe so that way you know when the next episode is going to be on. If you're listening to the podcast, you can also hit us up on social media on the Hidden Bricks on Instagram, or the email address is in the description below. So,
and don't forget, we are off this Friday.
for after hours,
Yep.
we are off.
So we will be back the 22nd.
We'll be back the 22nd, and thank you for joining us here on the Hidden Bricks. See you.